Good morning, guys. So I wasn't in on yesterday, which was Monday, and it was basically my partner's birthday, and I always take all of the important birthdays off. That's always been a rule of thumb for me. And you know what? It is absolutely integral to the business that I do that, because whenever I'm not here, it reveals problems, and that's actually part of what we're doing with what's called RLC, which is run like clockwork, and doing our business coaching. And the idea is me not having, the business is not relying on me. And do you know what? Yesterday I had Jamie WhatsApping me, Joe WhatsApping me, and Rowena WhatsApping me. So 3 people, and it was all stuff that they couldn't answer or they couldn't deal with. And I was very frustrated at the time, but I dealt with it. Messaging. There was a lot of messages exchanged. Felt very frustrating at the time, but towards the end of the day, I realised, it's just opportunity to learn, isn't it? It's just literally just ways to go, right, okay, they're asking me these questions. Why are they asking me these questions? Why aren't these things necessarily clear? What information do they need so they don't need to ask those questions again in future? So I've got a week's vacation booked as part of the RLC from the 27th of September. Not doing anything in particular, not going away or anything like that. It's literally just because I need a week out of the business to see how it runs without me, and then to come back and then sort of gauge feedback, etc., and work out what went wrong and what went right. And that's the point. But sometimes these little single days actually, really, really help. That was quite interesting. Anyhow, so today, it is still a mess up here, and I did give instructions to the guys to clear through. They kind of haven't. So I have 2 ways of thinking about this. So one is, obviously, I wanted to spend one more day downstairs doing the bits and pieces down there. However, I feel that it needs my attention up here soon. So does it really matter if I flip the days and do tomorrow, or even maybe later today, downstairs, just to get some other bits and pieces done? I mean, things because what I always do is get the sensors and stuff done, and they're not really critical. They're stuff that are nice to have. We can use the light switch for now. It's not really a big deal. Whereas some of this stuff, I would argue, is a bit more critical, because trying to work in this, to me, is not very nice. It's not only is it not very nice, but do you know what I kept having yesterday? One of the questions that kept coming up was, Chris, I can't find this. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I didn't put the stuff up here. So yeah. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the carpet. So these are carpet tiles. So I'm going to get these carpet tiles out, and I'm going to start laying out the carpet tiles. Now, there is one critical problem with it, is that all the carpet tiles I kept looking at had self-adhesive backing. These ones don't. So that's a slight issue. That being said, I think it might be, because I can't when it comes to laying them up, I'm going to really clear the room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay them. Don't think there's really going to be an issue. The floor is still tacky, and we'll just if we find tiles start lifting up, we can get a spray adhesive. I've had a look online, and there's some decent spray adhesives out there, and we can just literally just lift one tile up at a time and spray it, which might actually be easier, and it might mean that we might not need to do all of them. Trying to eliminate that extra waste, etc. So yeah, we've got hopefully a electric sit-stand desk turning up today, but it could be tomorrow. Be interested to see how that sort of works, because what we want to do is we want to achieve this for our assembly desk. So we're going to assemble, test and pack, and at the moment we've just got just assemble, which obviously is in the wrong orientation at the moment. Not really a biggie, but yeah, it's in the wrong orientation at the moment. And then after that, we'll be working on this layout here, which is cable, cut and strip, which is that stuff there with cable down there, pick and place machine and electronics assembly, in that L shape. So they're 2 sort of critical bits that we need to sort out. you know, as I say, not all, only a little bit's going to be done today. It's just a process of going through everything. I've got a meeting with my profit first accountant this morning, which I think is at 9 or 9:30, so I have to make sure I'm all prepped for that. But yeah, I mean, and one of the other critical things we need to sort out is bins, because at the moment we don't really have any bins. We've got some biffa bins coming for outside, but I really want, so we've got mixed recycling and general waste. I really want to just, you know, like try and eliminate everything down as much as possible and just have it as mostly recycling, and hopefully we can just remove the waste bin. But I feel like there's always going to be a bit of waste, but you know, maybe change that one to once a month instead of once every 2 weeks or something, to try and reduce our waste as much as possible. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on, and we'll see how we get on. Right, well, it's definitely getting there. So, you know, like you can see the carpet tiles go up. I mean, I've got obviously fill a few in there, etc. I mean, to get over that way. I want to say I'm trying to tidy up as I go, but it doesn't really look like it, does it? It's I probably need to break down the boxes, etc. But I'm going to have a little break. I need to set up the laptop, and I need to get so that one printer in the top right corner hasn't got the SD card doesn't work for it, so I have to do it remotely through Octopi. So I want to get that going, just to make sure that we get you know, like people's orders and stuff out in time. And I'm thinking I might today, you know, we have these moments you're like, oh yeah, it's a good idea to do. So the idea is, so we put this up on the wall. I'll just show you really roughly, but 3D printing is going to be here, except it's actually going to be here and here. So what's going to happen is we're actually going to get a bit of worktop. I've been thinking about this. So I'm going to get a bit of worktop about this high, 900 high-ish, and it's going to just run in an L. Now, I know it'd be really nice to cut that properly like a piece of worktop normally would. I don't have the tools for that, and does it really need to? It's not really going to add anything for us, so it's going to be... Oh damn, that doesn't work. I just realised, because I can mount a batten across the back there to take the worktop there, but there's nothing to mount it this side. So, well, it'd only work if you had 4 legs, and then if you have 4 legs, it's probably going to be quite rickety. Maybe I have to rethink that one. Or maybe it's better than just to have 2 racks then, right in the corner. Maybe that makes more sense. So, well, in which case we're gonna. What we really want to do is just get the printers actually into position in their right place. So there you go. I'm glad I talked that through with you, because I was going to just order the worktop and just and you know, like start getting all the bits. And now I've just gone through that, I'm like, oh wait, that doesn't work. So yeah, so okay, so what we'll do is we'll just literally just get, we've got some more racks coming, but we'll get these two rack, or this rack, you know, like right over to where it's going to go to its final position, and maybe start organising our boxes, etc. As well, because I think that would be a really good idea. We still got a lot of printer issues. There's a lot of stuff. There's so much stuff to sort, and we still don't have our injection moulding sorted yet. I'm waiting for fittings for the injection moulding, but I might be able to sort something else temporarily that gets us our injection moulding going if the guys need it going today. So yeah, I'll update you in a bit. So, end of day. We freezed for quite a long while and we didn't get everything done. The stairs didn't get completely tidy, but it's not bad. It's not bad. We've got the nozzle out here, and so I mean, there's a little bit. If you're sharp-eyed, depending on how this video comes out, there's a little bit of mess there. But generally speaking, look, you know, it's getting there. It's getting tidier. The carpet really does make a difference, I think, because that floor was pretty disgusting. But yeah, look, so the printers have actually now moved. So the guys have been working really hard to make sure that this was all done. So this is now in our it's a little L-shaped area. And we thought, well, if we had another bench, when we have more printers, we'll have another bench in here, and you can step into this space and continue to do what you need to do. But yeah, I mean so that's functioning okay at the moment. There's still some bits and pieces here that probably shouldn't be here. These are orders that are being finished, so I think really what we need is a taped off area for where those actually go. And this, oh, I love this. This is the bench. This is the table that I talked about. That's extendable. So basically, it doesn't come with a top. We have to provide our own tops. At the moment, I've upcycled a bit of MDF off of like the old parts storage thing in the garage. But if I press the button, there's already preset heights. Look at this. I mean, this will go all the way up to the top now, which is 115, I think. But it's just it worked really nicely. And what we can do is have a couple of presets on there, and depending on who's working on the station, you know, you can set it to the height that you want it. So I've ordered 2 more of those now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this whole station with these. So there's going to be one there, and then one here as well. And that will be assemble, test, pack. And that will be how that's laid out. So let's just stop just there. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Like, and we're getting some wheels for them as well. So you know, if we want to move them, we can move them. So yeah, and then we can probably reuse that table over an electronic side. Now the electronic side is not really, like, some stuff's moved, but it is still a mess over here. But you know, look, things are getting there. They're getting there. We'll do another extensive 3S in the morning, and we'll get this all tidied out, and hopefully get this station, you know, to literally just be completely tidy on there. That'd be really nice to sort of finish it like that, and get the rest of this stuff out the way. And yeah, you know, like, and be a bit more workable and a bit more efficient. That'll be really nice. I'm really looking forward to that. You know, starting to get through bits and pieces. We're still waiting for airline fitting, so we brought up an airline for the injection mould just there. So that's that teed off there, and we're still waiting for the fittings for this one over here as well, because we've got our dispensers, and we've actually got 2 dispensers that we need to sort them out. But yeah, so anyway, I will gonna crack on for the remaining bit of the day, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow.